Avery. Welcome back to my channel, Reviews with Avery. And since it's getting closer to Christmas, we're going to be keeping up with our advent calendar series. And this advent calendar that we're unboxing is the Mrs. Bench Fidget Toy advent calendar. It contains over 20 surprises and sensory toys. And you can get this on MrsBenchFidgetToysPlus.com that you can see on the end of the box right there, so you know where to get this. And we will be putting a link in the description of where to get this set. And this is really good for like anxiety, like if you just like get out Fidget or like squish it, it can really help with like kids who have like those tough days and tough nights. If you just get out of Fidget, it really helps. So now we're gonna get this unboxed and then we'll show you it. Okay guys, now we just got the Mrs. Bench advent calendar box. We're gonna be talking about like what she does and puts into this, and we're also gonna be showing you. So first up, let's talk a little bit about this. The thing that's really cool about this is Mrs. Bench actually puts her own fidgets in this and creates everything. And on the box, you can see she also has her face on there because this is the advent calendar that she created, and this is a really good quality advent calendar. She puts a really good quality fidgets in this, and it really helps with kids who have anxiety. And we are also, at the end of December, there is a like Sarasota, Florida like Fidget Toys Plus store, and me and my family are actually going there to check out all her different toys. And she does not only sell fidget toys, she also sells like slime and squishmallows and all the little accessories like that, and I'm super excited to go. So now let's show you everything that's in the box. So first up, we have this really cool spiky Orby stress balls. You can also get these at Five Below. They are very like nostalgic like fidgets. They are one of the first fidgets that has ever been made. And well, actually, fun fact, I have one of these, but it's getting very hairy and old, so I've always been wanting a new one, so I'm very happy with this. And it's really cool. And then next up we have these two little like, I'm pretty sure they're like little fruits. So first up we have this one. And the cool thing about this is a little orange, and then if you squeeze it, a little orange slice pops out. Like you cutted like the orange, and like a little orange slice pops out. And this is a really good like mini sensory toy for like in a classroom and you need something to squish. This would be really good to like bring. And I think it's really cool because it's nice and small to squeeze. It's not really hard to squeeze and stuff. And next up we have this green one. I'm not sure if it's like a lime or something, but they can actually also be put on like backpacks and keychains with their little keychain right here. So if you squeeze this, I'm pretty sure like a lime comes out or something. I'm not really sure what this is because I don't really study fruits that much, so I'm really confused what the things are. But next up we have this really, really small Poppet. This is actually the smallest little Poppet I've ever seen. It's a little blue one, and on her video she actually talks about her stories of how she like loved fidgets, and you can also check out her like fidget toy collection on Mrs. Bench's website and on her YouTube channel, so make sure to check those videos out. She's a really good YouTuber. I definitely recommend watching her now because she's a very good fidget YouTuber and tells about all the fidgets that she has. So she's a really cool person. And then next up we have this cute little shimmer bear, but I actually been wanting. It's a little like gold little like gummy bear stress ball. It is super cute, and it's a nice small fidget that you could like bring somewhere. It doesn't make a lot of noise, so it's really good to bring in like a classroom, or like if you're at like a meeting for your parents, or you're at like daycare. This would be a really good thing to like bring and just squish. Or like when you're having a tough day, this would be a really good thing to squish even if you're not doing anything. And next up we have one of these like things where you like stick to the ground or wall, and then like you pull it off. I'm not the best at doing this, but there are some really good people at doing this because I don't play with these a lot. I lost my old one, but I'm really happy to have another one of these in my collection. They are very loud fidgets, so I would not recommend bringing these into a classroom, but if you're like at home and you're not really doing anything and no one really cares like about the sound, it would be like a really good thing to play with and entertain yourself if you're like bored or something. And next up we have this monkey noodle. Fun fact, this kind of reminds me of like one of those blue Twizzlers that they like sell at Wawa or something, because at the texture on it just looks like a Twizzler. And this is actually a really good monkey noodle. I actually really like this one. It stretches very nice, and it's a very good monkey noodle. And it's a blue one, which I really like about it. And then next up, I don't really know what you do with this. It's like this like monkey noodle. It's basically like a jumbo monkey noodle like stuck in a knot. I'm not really sure how you fidget with this, but I'm sure there's like some fun way to like fidget with this. So I don't really have much to say about this, but it is a really cool fidget just to like fidget with and play around. You can really play around with your own way. It doesn't really matter. Really any fidget, you could just do whatever you want with it because it's your own fidget and you can just do whatever you want with it, really. And next up we have a blue snapper fidgets. These are not good for classrooms either, but if you're just at home or like a meeting, it's a really like quiet little like snapper to play with. It is a blue snapper, and it's one of those original snappers. You can also get these at Learning Express, and they are very fun fidgets. So I really recommend buying these if you like go to Learning Express or like a Hallmark or something. It would be a really good thing to buy. It's like a nice, satisfying fidget. And then next up, we have another keychain fidget. This keychain is like one of those like cube blocks, or like fidget cube blocks, where it comes with a bunch of different fidgets. On one side there's like a little fidget spinner, a little clicky thing, and another like clicky dots. And there's all different things that you can do with this. You can really do whatever you want with these little fidgets. And it's really cool that it's like a fidget, like a 3-in-1 fidget, or like a 4-in-1, because it comes with all different types of fidgets in just one fidget. So I think this is really cool to like play with. So I definitely recommend buying this off her website. She has tons of things on her website. She really has any toy that you could even imagine. She even has candy and squishmallows. So I definitely recommend checking out her website. Next up, we have a pink zipper bracelet. It has a little bit of a knot in it, so I probably will have to figure this out when the video's over. It's kind of a little bit knotted, but I'm sure we'll figure out how to do this. These are kind of like they kind of feel like a zipper, like when you zip up your jacket when it's like chilly outside. It's basically that, but it's like a fidget. So it's a really fun fidget to play with. And next up, we have a very classic fidget. This fidget is a pea popper. You guys probably know that I have a bunch of these from doing my fidget mystery package from Amazon and one of our other videos. So make sure after that, you definitely should check out that video, because it comes with a bunch of different fidgets too. So many. It comes with like 123. It's a really fun video to watch. So I definitely recommend watching that right after you're done this video. And also make sure to click that subscribe button, because we want more subscribers to build up this channel. So this pea popper, they're kind of hard to like pop up, but as you can hear, like they kind of look like little like pea people, and you just like pop it up. It's a really fun fidget to do when you're like bored and you have no other fidgets to play with. And this is the big one, like one of the special ones. It does come in a box. It does not come with this, but we already unboxed it to show you guys. It is a black metal fidget cube. The plastic ones are more likely to break easily and stuff, so those are not as good. But definitely make sure to check out these metal ones that Mrs. Bench sells on her website. This is one of my favorite fidgets that they sell like in the world, because they're really fun. Like, they're not really a quiet fidget, they're just like a really fun, like you really can do whatever you want with the fidget cubes. You can make like all different shapes and stuff like that. So I would definitely recommend buying this. It's really fun and cool to play with. And next up, I don't think we showed you this. It's like a little like balloony pet. Balloony pets you can't really do anything with. They're just like little like orange pets. You can like squeeze them and like just play with them and stuff like that. But they kind of remind me of balloon animals, but they're like squishy. So I think these are really, really cool. And then next up, we have a simple old wacky trap. Wacky traps, you can really make any with it. You can also make a snapper with it, like the snapper that we showed you. But it's a little bit different. You just have to like make like a square. It's kind of hard because this is a really big wacky trap, but you can make it, and then you just have to like put up the tips of it, and then you have a snapper. Just like that. They're very fun and easy to make. You can really be creative with wacky traps to make anything that you want. They're very fun to play with. And next up, we have this really pretty pink pop tube. Pop tubes are very loud, so I would not recommend bringing these to like classrooms, but they are very fun and satisfying fidget with like the sound and everything. This is a light pink one. It's really pretty. I really like that. And then next up, we have another pretty classic fidget. It's one of those like mini snakes. I really like them because like you can like twist them around and really make any shape you want. And this is the green one. It's very fun to play with. They're not my favorite fidgets, but they are really satisfying to play with when you're kind of like bored in your room and you just want to play with the fidget. This would be a really good one to take out. Really, any of these fidgets would be a good one to take out when you're bored. They are very fun fidgets. And next up, we have a really other classic one. This is a yellow bike chain. You can really do anything you want. You can just like flip it around. That's basically the main part of playing with like a bike chain. But Mrs. Ben said on one of her videos that these are actually called a flippy chain. And this is called a bike chain because this looks more like a bike chain. I've actually never had one of these fidgets. It's a green bike chain, but they actually are really satisfying. I'm really happy to add this to my collection. And we only have a couple more left to go. Next up, this just came with a random keychain. It probably comes to like one of these fidgets that like you want to bring to like school or something, just like to squeeze when you're like bored at pickup time or something. Next up, we have another really nostalgic fidget too. It is one of those anchor rings. I'm not really sure how to pronounce it, but it's a gold anchor ring, and you really can just bring this to school and like flip with it and play around with it, and it actually feels really satisfying on like your finger and stuff. You can really do anything you want with it, and I think these are really fun and cool to play with. Next up, we have one of these yellow marble mesh, and the also really cool thing that she puts on her website, like YouTube channel, is how how to put multiple fidgets in this. Because Mrs. Bench is a teacher and she puts all different fidgets in her classroom, and she shows how to put more than one marble in a marble mesh. So make sure to check out that YouTube shorts on her channel. It is very cool of how to like play with like the marble mesh if you want like more marbles in it, and you actually don't cause any damage to the marble. I watched one of her videos and I've done it, and it is really fun to play with because you can really do all different types with it. Like having one marble is still really fun, but having multiple is really cool too. And this is a yellow marble mesh, and I really like doing this to it, but you can also like just flip it really however you want. And the next step, this kind of looks like a purple gummy worm monkey noodle. It is kind of similar to this one, but this one's a little bit bigger. This one's more like smaller. And these are also really good to bring to the classroom. And this actually smells like a real gummy bear, fun fact. And I really like the stretch of it and everything like that. So this is really cool. And next up, we have one of my favorites. This is a Simple Dimple, one of the very classic fidgets. And on one side it says this tie-dye design, and the other side it has this really cool design. So I really like how it has all these different designs on it, and it's really cool. So I really like this Simple Dimple. And last but not least, we have a gamer console. This is a like zebra color. Mrs. Bench makes all different like sorts of like color fidgets. And I think this is really cool because you can really fidget around with anyone. And Mrs. Bench has one of the biggest fidget collections in the whole world. She's a very good fidget collector, and she makes all sorts of different fidgets. And I really like how she, like, this inspired her to make like her own website and help kids out with anxiety. So I would definitely recommend buying all these different fidgets on her website. Make sure to go check this out after that video. Her website, it is linked to, it's the Fidget Toys Plus website. She shows all different things on it. So now that we have showed you everything, the time has come to rate this advent calendar. I'm going to give this advent calendar definitely a 10 out of 10. I love how it comes with all different fidgets, not like the same fidgets, all different fidgets, and they're really cool. So I also want you guys to hit that subscribe button and turn notifications, and give us a big thumbs up. Bye guys, see you next time.